1 minute था 1 minute बैक करूची आउ दीटा क्लास रेकॉर्डिंग खाली कर
असेसमेंट रो पीडीएफ का पाकर अछि
से दिन जण देबी बोली कहथले काहे
हमर जो जुलाई चंद्र असाइनमेंट केबे सबमिट होबो ती कहिबे की
गोटे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनिबा कथा जोथरे हमें समस्तनकर किछि असुविधा सुविधा किछि इन्फॉर्मेशन देबार अछि
से भाई को नंबर देते
पाखर अछि जी
ऑलरेडी तो ग्रुप बनी छी ना
से भाई गोटे नंबर देथिले जे से नंबर टा ग्रुप ही होनी
एटा को चैप्टर की पढौ छथि सर मुझे लेट रे जॉइन करली तो
यूनिट 4
यूनिट थैंक यू
MES-12
नमिता तो पाखरे से क्लास रो सब स्क्रीनशॉट अछि
को ग्रुप बनी से ग्रुप
को
असाइनमेंट
ग्रुप
जण
बनि जे कहि
को ग्रुप बनी ची
टेलीग्राम रे गोटे इग्नोर ग्रुप बनी छी सेथि किछ पढा होई
तर लिंक टा
व्हाट्सएप रे
सेंड
गोटे
करबे की
स्टूडेंट जोन गोटे ग्रुप होई छी व्हाट्सएप रे
व्हाट्सएप रे कोन अछि
नंबर टा डाकु नांती देखि देखि तादर ग्रुप रे जॉइन कर देबे
हां टेलीग्राम ग्रुप गोटे अछि टेलीग्राम ग्रुप आ व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप गोटे
से
व्हाट्सएप
दीटा
ग्रुप
टिके
टा
कहि देखिबा देखिबा
व्हाट्सएप रे जो ग्रुप अछि ता नंबर टा दोन लिंक दोन
आज क्लास नाही गई
व्हाट्सएप रे छाडू चंदी की जहां सब दिन पढा होची ये छाडू चंदी की फिर
आज
सर
क्लास हबनी की
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप रो लिंक टा टिके सेंड करबे की
आज क्लास हबनी की क्लास होउची साथ के जाय चली जाय
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप रो एडमिन जे अछंती तांको नंबर टिके कोंतु
नंबर होची एडमिन जे अछंती 8280
8280
9471
9471
90
90
जोना नहीं ग्रुप माने कि अदर अदर ग्रुप जदी हेइथबो बट एई जो ग्रुप ता गोटे अछि एटा गोटे स्टूडेंट जोन ग्रुप कोन अछि एमए एजुकेशन 2024 एथिरे 138 आसपास पिला अछन देखो
हेलो
किए
हेलो
1000
हेलो
अछि हेइ जान
हेलो
थैंक यू
यस सर
एटा कोन मु
यस सर
रेकॉर्डिंग टा ऑन करिछि तमे से ग्रुप ए सब डिस्कशन कोन करूछ हां मो रेकॉर्डिंग टा ऑन अछि आउ दीटा क्लास रे मु कहली ऑन रेकॉर्डिंग ऑन कर देकी फेरुची गोटे मिनिट रे यू आर डिस्कसिंग पर्सनल मैटर्स एई डिस्कशन गुडा जीव सब पिला पाखु आसी छाडिबो तो तले रेकॉर्डिंग टा छाडिबो whether it will be judicious मास्टर डिग्री करूछ अध्यापक हबो रेस्पोंसिबल सिटीजन ऑफ द कंट्री recording is on okay it is not the personal discussion group formation this is official group for academic discussion only okay class attend करिवो तमे पर्सनल ग्रुप करिवो तम पर्सनल व्यक्तिगत सेटा जितले कथा हबो ना एठी ऑनलाइन रही कि रेकॉर्डिंग चलछि तमे कथा होछ ओके लेट अस कंटिन्यू whether the slide is visible
yes sir
yes sir visible
yes sir
yes
yes sir
so
यस सर
now think about the education as promotion of desirable behavior education as promotion of desirable behavior. So education helps everyone to promote the desirable behavior. Behavior and desirable behavior. What is the difference between behavior and desirable behavior? Who can share the views? Yes.
The behavior should be positive, it should be affectional.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Anybody? So behavior should be related to the social customs and social strata. We are living in the society. Yes or no? We should obey the principles of society. For example, if I think I am earning, I am managing my livelihood. So whatever action and behavior I may show to others, no, it is not accepted in the society. So I cannot. The society is common and same for the President of India and a common man of the India. So we never say, I can think I can do that. This is not desirable behavior. Desirable behavior is which is socially accepted. Our manner, our body language, our response, our obedience, everything. So education as promotion of desirable behavior. Education as reconstruction of characterizing education experiences. Education as reconstruction of characterizing educational experiences. So आमे जेते सब अनुभूति साउंटुचे बा पाउचे जेते एक्सपोजर पाउचे केमिति पाउचे ना थ्रू education. Education gives us the knowledge. Education gives us the better opportunity. Education gives us the thought of present day society, and it correlates with the past and plan for the future. So education has total development of individual. जो all total development means what? All round. मो voice टा clear होउनी बेले बेले मो थंडा टा excess कफ होई जाईची. So education as total development of individual, development of cognitive ability, development of psychomotor ability, and development of affective ability. So there are three domains. One is cognitive domain. What is cognitive domain? Who can say? What is cognitive domain? Anyone? Cognitive domain कौन?
Related to brain.
Mind or brain? Very
Mind.
good. Yes. So it is related to our thought process, our receiving ability, our actions and reactions as per the direction of the brain. What is psychomotor ability or domain? Anyone? What is psychomotor?
Related to gross and motor abilities.
Physical
What
activity.
is that? Example? One example. One example. Yes.
Learning, jumping.
Jumping, running, dancing, playing, cycling, motor car driving, swimming. So all the physical activities, all these physical activities is related to our psychomotor ability. You see, education gives us the knowledge, the idea. It gives us the thought, and it helps us to take decision. So cognitive ability, psychomotor ability, another is affective ability. What is it?
सर मनीषर इमोशन सहित जड़ित
Yes, very good. जोटा आम कहे sympathy और empathy, it is also related to affective ability. What is sympathy and what is empathy? What is sympathy and what is empathy?
सिंपैथी होची जोटा माने कि आमे जदी हमर केतले किछि प्रॉब्लम हैला जोटा खाली आमे ताकू माने किछि जो किछि कहू बस किछि सजेशन दो बट एम्पैथी दा होची प्रैक्टिकली आमे जन को हेल्प करूची
अच्छा
जाय कि ता सहित ताकू हेल्प
एम्पाथी होची ता प्लेस रे रही कि आमे निजे फील करिवु पिलार
yes
प्लेस
yes
रे निजे आमे निजे फील करिवु
very
सेटा
good very
एम्पाथी
good गोटे पिला टैक्स करिके आसीनी आमे सार माने मैडम माने कोन करूचे ना ताऊ गाली दउचे ताऊ दंड दउचे किंतु मैक्सिमम क्षेत्र में देखा जाई थाए पिलार खाता नहीं बा पेन नहीं बा पिला खाइबा को पाई नथिबो से टैक्स कोन करिवो तेणु ऑलवेज वी शुड go to the real position condition of the child and think what is right and what is wrong. So sympathy is not sufficient, empathy is very important for a teacher. So affective ability relates to our heart, our feelings, our emotions, our decisions, judicial decisions. ताले ए सब तीनटा जाक दिग को जदि आमे गांधी को डेफिनेशन सहित कंपेयर करिबा गांधी तीनटा कथा कहिथिले एजुकेशन इज द डेवलपमेंट रिलेटेड टू द बॉडी माइंड एंड स्पिरिट बॉडी इज फिजिकल एबिलिटी माइंड इज कॉग्निटिव एबिलिटी स्पिरिट इज अफेक्टिव एबिलिटी एम आई राइट
Yes, sir.
यस सो all round development total development means cognitive development psychomotor development affective development गोटे पिला बढ़िया मैथमेटिक्स रे करूची इंग्लिश रे भलो करूची कॉग्निटिव रे बढ़िया कॉग्निटिव ब्रेन टा पूरा एक्टिव अछि किंतु भलो खेलुनी पहरी पारुनी दौड़ी की रास्ता पारी हे पारुनी विपद आपद रे तार लाइफ टाकू सेव करिया पे से प्रयास करिले मध्य पारुनी फिजिकली एबिलिटी नाही अफेक्टिव एबिलिटी कथा चिंता करिबा तार इमोशन नाही सिंपैथी एम्पैथी किछि नाही व्यवहार मध्य किछि नाही किंतु बढ़िया पाठ पढुची आईएएस पाई जाईची कैन वी से इट इज ऑल राउंड डेवलपमेंट
No, sir.
No, sir.
yes not at all so what is the duty of a teacher how to improve not only cognitive but also in psychomotor and affective domains or abilities. Then we can say one is fit, one is self-sufficient, and one has all-round development. Otherwise, we cannot say. Okay? So this is Unit 4. Then we think about Unit 5. 1 minute, I am just sharing the Unit 5 slide. Unit 5 slide, yes. Unit 5. Yes. Whether the slide is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is block 2. Block 2 contains 4 units, Unit 5, Unit 6, Unit 7, and Unit 8. Unit 5 is concept and nature of knowledge. 6 is ancient Indian concept and nature of knowledge. 7 is medieval or Islamic Indian concept and nature of knowledge. Unit 8 is basis of educational aims and goals. So dear learners, now we can start with Unit 5, that is concept and nature of knowledge. So you may go through the slide now. समस्त slide देखि पारुथिबो slide टाको बर्तन देखो. Theory of knowledge has been constructed as a branch of philosophy known as epistemology. Theory of knowledge has been constructed as a branch of philosophy which is known as epistemology. ताले जदि हमकु के पचारिबो what is epistemology, our answer should be theory of knowledge which has been constructed as a branch of philosophy that is known as epistemology. So the word epistemology comes from the Greek words epistem. Epistem. What is the meaning of epistem? Knowledge. Logos means discourse or science. So in toto, epistemology is an area of philosophy which is concerned with the nature and justification of human knowledge. It means we can think about the nature and justification of human knowledge. ताले human जो knowledge gain करूची, human being रो जो knowledge, that is the gaining in scientific way. Our discussion, our learning, our activities, our behavior, our interaction, everything is guided with certain principles and rules and regulations. So, branch of philosophy which is known as epistemology that deals with theory of knowledge. There are a variety of theory of knowledge. And epistemologists, जो माने believe करती, जो माने विश्वास करती epistemology ऊपरे, those are epistemologists. They ask questions themselves. What is knowledge? What is knowledge? Knowledge कौन? Is knowledge one or many? They ask questions to each other. Is knowledge one or many? Or themselves? What is knowledge? And second question they ask themselves, is knowledge one or many? ज्ञान कौन? ये knowledge गोटिए ना अधिक अछि. What is the structure of knowledge and what are its logical categories? What is the structure of knowledge and what are its logical categories? Similarly, number of questions come to the mind of the epistemologists. Epistemologist मानकर मुंडको एभली अनेक प्रश्न आसी थाए. What is knowledge? Is knowledge one or many? What is the structure of knowledge? And what are its logical categories? When we find out the answer of all these questions, that we can discuss with all these discussions like John Hospers have two requirements, that is objective requirement and subjective requirement. Subjective one. What is objective requirement? What is objective requirement? Suppose P must be true, one must believe P is true. जदि मु कहबी ए गोपालियाटा गोटे ठक ताले गोपालिया निश्चित ठक ताले one must believe काकू गोपालिया को जे गोपालिया गोटे ठक बोली हम जानि जिवे. Objective requirement is P must be true. Subjective one is one must believe P. यदि P सत कहूची ताको समस्त विश्वास करिवे. गोपालिया यदि ठक मिछ कहूची ताले ताको केही विश्वास करिवेनी. That is subjective one, subjective requirement. So subjective requirement believe on or based on objective requirement. What is objective requirement? That is very important. Based on objective requirement, we can think about subjective requirement. John Hosper also, in his analysis of requirements of knowing, differentiates the term know from other verbs like believe, wonder, hope, and so on. John Hosper distinguished the meaning of know from other verbs like believe, wonder, and hope. According to him, so believe, wonder, hope, and know are not equal. For example, one can wonder whether P is true. जड़े कनक्लूजन रे पहुंची पारुनी whether P is true P सत कहूची ना नहीं yet P may be false one can believe that P is true though P is false किंतु आउ जड़े P मिछ कहले भी ताको सत कहूची बोली भाबुची another also believe P must be telling untruth he is a liar he is a cheater and similarly like this so विभिन्न लोकंकर विभिन्न उद्देश्य थाए विभिन्न थॉट थाए as the process of their thought they can come to the conclusion whether what is right and what is wrong. Husper also states that believing, wishing, wondering and hoping are all psychological states. Believing, wishing, wondering and hoping are all psychological states. ए जते सब कथा हम चिंता करू जे believe हो wonder हो hope हो all the psychological thoughts, psychological statements, psychological knowledge. There are 3 divisions of knowledge. How many divisions of knowledge? Yes.
3.
How many divisions of knowledge? Knowledge को कितने division करा जायछि? हैं?
Division of knowledge.
primary knowledge, secondary knowledge.
ठीक है स्लाइड देखो ना स्लाइड रे पूरा मु देखै छी तुमको स्लाइड टा काई
Theory knowledge,
division of knowledge.
theory knowledge, story knowledge.
हां सही कथा ना
Story knowledge.
yes very good so we should consult with the slide and any if any material with you at home घरे तले तमे क्लास करूछ बसुछ तम टेबल पाखरे बहिटा रखिथिबो खाता रखिथिबो पेन रखिथिबो ए कोनसी डाउट हला से क्वेश्चन टा लिखि दो परवर्त समय भूली जीवो पचारिया पई किछि नुवा कथा सुनिल तुम सांग माने कहले कि मु कहली ताकू नोट कर दबो तेनो वी शुड टेक द क्लास we should attend the class not haphazardly very seriously and with the right format table upare ए समस्त जिंस मु एटी तम क्लास नउची मु केमति बसची अरे तम क्लास नउची मु केमति रहउची क्लास देखो एबे देखि पाइबो हैं मु टेबल उपरे मु लैपटॉप रखी मु चेयर रे बसी मु कंफर्टेबली बसी क्लास रे नउची 3 घंटा कला एमति बसीबी. So similarly, who are attending the class, they should be sit comfortably. This is very important. Okay. So priori knowledge. What is priori knowledge? Anyone who can say what is priori knowledge? Yes. What is priori knowledge? Kuha. पढ़ी की कुह
Before knowledge.
Before
Knowledge.
अच्छा anyone any other yes ए पैराग्राफ टी पढ़ी किछि तम आईडिया आसुनी A priori knowledge is the knowledge whose truth or falsity can be decided before. A priori knowledge is knowledge whose truth or falsity can be decided before. तुमरा जनक प्रति खराब चिंता धारणा रही जाइछि तुमे अन्य ठारू ता विषय ता विरोध रे सुनिच किंतु ताकू देखिनो कि ता सहित मिसिन ताल द इंप्रेशन यू हैव अबाउट द मैन और वुमन दैट इज योर प्रायोरी नॉलेज दैट हैज बीन डिसाइडेड बिफोर आफ्टर लिसनिंग अदर्स you perceived what type of individual is he or she. You decided before. So logical and mathematical truth are a priori in nature. If we discuss about logical and mathematical truth, those are priori in nature. 2 + 2 = 4. It is true forever. Where you go, there the meaning is same, the concept is same. 2 रे 2 मिसले 4 हबो. This is priori knowledge. H2O. H2O is equal to what?
Water.
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 Yes. Whether it is priori knowledge or not priori knowledge, it is priori knowledge.
Knowledge.
So traditional philosophers have regarded a priori knowledge as superior to all other knowledge. ଆମର ପ୍ରାୟର ନଲେଜ ଅଛି ଯେ ଆମେ ପାଠ ନ ପଢିକି ଯଦି ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ ମୁଣ୍ଡିଆ ମାରିବା ତାହେଲେ ଭଗବାନ ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ କରିଦେଲେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଏସ୍ ହେଇଯିବା, ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବା. Is it true? Eh?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
But
No,
till
sir.
now we have prior knowledge ଯେ before examination we are go to the ଆମେ ରାତିରେ ବସିକି ନ ପଢି ଯାଉଛେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ମୁଣ୍ଡିଆ ମାରିବାକୁ ଯେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ମତେ ପାସ୍ କରିଦିଅ, ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ୍ କରିଦିଅ, ଚାକିରି ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଦେଇଦିଅ. Am I right? ନା ଭୁଲ କହିଲି?
No, sir.
So priori knowledge is believed is decided before. They do not stand need of empirical validation. Traditional philosophers have regarded a priori knowledge as superior to all other knowledge. ପୂର୍ବ କଥା ଯଦି ଆମେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା the primitive period ରେ ଲୋକମାନେ ବା ଫିଲୋସୋଫର ମାନେ they believed on priori knowledge. What is posterior knowledge? It is the knowledge based on observation and experience. It is the knowledge based on observation and experience. ତୁମଠୁ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିଲି ଯେ ସେ ରାଧୁଆ ଭାଇଟା ଭାରି ମିଛୁଆ, ମୁଁ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କରିବି ନା ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରିବି, ଅବଜର୍ଭ କଲା ପରେ ମୁଁ କନକ୍ଲୁଜନରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବି whether he is a liar or not, which is right for me.
Observe करें.
Yes.
Observe କରିବା.
That observation and experience, gaining a better experience or practical experience is the posterior knowledge. କାରଣ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭଗବାନ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଭଗବାନ ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ କଲେ ଆମେ ସବୁ କାମରେ ସଫଳ ହବା, ଆଉ ଏଇ କଥା ଆମେ ଜେଜେ ବାପା ଅଜା ବାପା ମାଙ୍କଠୁ ଶୁଣି ଆସିଛେ, ଶୁଣିକିରି ଆମର ସେଇଟା ପ୍ରାୟରି ନଲେଜ ଆମେ ପାଇଛେ. କିନ୍ତୁ when we face the reality in our life through observation and our practical experience, then we come to the conclusion that whether it is right, the prior knowledge is right or the posterior knowledge is right. ତାହେଲେ posterior knowledge ଆମକୁ କ'ଣ କରେ? conclusion ରେ ପହଞ୍ଚାଏ to modify and change our priori knowledge. ମୁଁ ଆଗରୁ ଶୁଣିଛି 2 ରେ 2 ମିଶିଲେ 5 ହବ. এটা ঠিক না ভুল? হ্যাঁ,
ভুল।
2 ରେ 2 ମିଶିଲେ 5 ହବ ଶୁଣିଛି, এটা ঠিক না ভুল?
ভুল ভুল
ভুল
କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି, ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ଯେ এটা ভুল ବୋଲି, ମୁଁ ଠିକ ଜାଣିଛି. When I get posterior knowledge means practical experience, then I come to the conclusion that through my own observation and experience, what? Not 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, not 5. This is the knowledge of scientific method stressing accurate observation and exact description. ଯେମିତି ଆମେ କହିବା I smells, ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିଛେ, ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରିଛେ ପାଣି ବେଶୀ ଥଣ୍ଡା ହେଲେ ବରଫ ହୁଏ, ଗରମ ହେଲେ କଠିନଟା ବରଫଟା ଗରମ ହେଲେ ତରଳ ହୁଏ, ତରଳଟା ଗରମ ହେଲେ ଗ୍ୟାସୀୟ ହୁଏ. This is scientific, there is scientific reason. ସେଠି ବୈଜ୍ଞାନିକ ସତ୍ୟତା ଅଛି. Snow is white or snow is yellow? Who can say snow is yellow or black? अरे बरफटा कला की?
White.
No, sir.
White. Metals conduct heat and electricity. If we want to supply electricity, so metal equipment is essential. This is posterior knowledge. Then experienced knowledge. What is experienced knowledge? perceive कर what is experience knowledge कौन
सर जहाँ
yes
हम बार
Gain
बार
through
करें
our
तो हमारा
experience.
अभिज्ञता है
okay anyone
ज्ञान सीखता
Gain through our experience.
gain through experience good through observation through participation through direct involvement what knowledge we gain that is experience knowledge गोटे क्विज कंपटीशन चली मुझे एक्टिवली से पार्टिसिपेट करी मु गेन करी एक्सपीरियंस केमती होची कौन होची गोटे एक्सीडेंट हो जाइए लोक गदा होती मुझे से जगह को जी ऑब्जर्व करी सिचुएशन टाक मुझे जानी व्हाट मे बी द रीजन फॉर एक्सीडेंट सो बेसिक टू द थ्री टाइप्स इज propositional knowledge that is priori and posteriori. It is to this type that the structure of the knowledge question is addressed. This has important implications to curriculum planning. ताले ये जो concept कथा में आलोचना कले posteriori knowledge, priori knowledge, as well as experienced knowledge, these will help us to develop the curriculum. ये knowledge और theory रो 6टी theory कथा में आलोचना करिबा. We are going to discuss 6 theories of knowledge and curriculum. The first theory is the revelation theory. Second theory is the coherence theory. Third one is the presentative theory. Fourth one is the representative theory. Fifth one is the pragmatic theory. Sixth is the initiation theory. Sorry, the intuition theory. So revelation theory, coherence theory, presentative theory, representative theory, pragmatic theory, and intuition theory. 6 theories are there. 6 theories of knowledge and truth are there. आमे knowledge और truth रो 6टा theory कथा आलोचना करूछे. What are the sources of knowledge? के कहि परिबो what are the sources of knowledge? Knowledge रो source कोन अछि? Anyone? Yes.
सर फॉर्मल इनफॉर्मल नॉन फॉर्मल वे रे हमें लर्न करू
Very good. Thank you. Formal, informal, and कौन होगला गोटे?
नॉन फॉर्मल कर
Non-formal.
Yesterday class, in the yesterday class we have vividly discussed about it. Yes or no? वाला कल हम आलोचना करते हैं.
Yes.
Formal, informal, non-formal.
Yes, sir.
So in addition to that, those other sources of knowledge are knowledge through sense experience. How many sense organs we have? अरे हमर केतरी सेंस ऑर्गन अछि?
5
पांचटी सेंस ऑर्गन अछि. कोन से गुडा सब? What are those sense organs?
nose tongue skin
पैसा कहि
eyes nose tongue skin ears
5 हेगला.
ହେଲା
हेगला वेरी गुड. समझते सुनला तो हेगला 5 ही. हैं?
Yes, sir.
अरे सुनु तो समझते.
हाँ sir.
Knowledge
sir.
through
Yes,
sense
sir.
experience. While we are moving through the jungle, while we are moving through the urban area, rural area, by the road, we visualize different things through our vision. That is also a sense organ. We hear different things from the people and from the sounds of the animals, birds, etc. and vehicles also. Then we can touch and feel. So, knowledge through sense experience is very important source of knowledge. आमे हमर पांचटी इंद्रिय द्वारा जो अनुभूति नै थाउ ताहा हमर गोटे माध्यम ज्ञान आहरण करिवार सोर्स ऑफ नॉलेज. Knowledge through origin आमे त कारण एनालिसिस करूछु road is muddy why road is muddy what is the reason behind it the road is muddy Bahanaga train accident why it occurred why it happened काई केमती घटिला ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट घटिबार कारण कौन सो नॉलेज थ्रो रीजन आमे रीजन खोजिबा खोजी के मध्य नॉलेज पाइथा रिवीलेशन इट वाज रिवील्ड टू मी इन ए ड्रीम faith not a valid source of knowledge faith is not the valid source of knowledge आमे मिछरे भी जन को विश्वास करि जिबा से देखला हम चिता काटी की ठगकी पळैथिबो ए सब वीडियो रे हम सब देखु छे YouTube रे जहा को आमे आश्रय देथिबा राति पाइला आलू से सब घर कलाकना बुले की चली जाइथिबो आमे किंतु आश्रय देथिबा राति रे so you see dear learners intuition sometimes it is conflict two people can intuit about tomorrow weather is different ways मनकर हम 2 जन को 4 जन को पचारिबा काली पाग केमती हबो रे जन को काली मेघुआ ए काली खरा हबो केओ काली शीतुआ पाग हबो so in this way in these ways we have different intuitions authority it is not a primary source of knowledge it is the own reasoning of sense of experience we accept certain things as true on the basis of authority so authority is very important and it is not a primary source of knowledge it is the secondary source of knowledge authority then nature of knowledge the nature of knowledge what is the nature of knowledge knowledge or nature sab kon one is classification another is generalization what is classification no two things are exactly alike in the universe in all aspects संसार एमिति जोड़े जिनस मते कोह जोटा पूरा एग्जैक्टली किछि टिके बिंदु विसर्ग डिफरेंस नथिबो सो एका हेति हे परिबो दे परिबो हैं
नहीं नहीं सर
काई की why अर्पिता प्रधान and Sanjit Swai you have already raised your hands yes
सर टिके पूर्व दिटा स्लाइड टिके देखांदो तो स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं परले पूर्व दिटा स्लाइड
भी लास्ट रे डिस्कशन में पार्टिसिपेट करो तापरे मते जोटा न नैच कहिले देखै दे को two things two individual or two animals any two things are exactly equal there is no little bit difference can you give some like example like that
सर कुकुर आ शृगाल बिलेई आ कटास
हां एरा डिफरेंस होते नहोती एका प्रकार पूरा हैं
आज्ञा सर
कोन आज्ञा सर
सर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म केबे भी इक्वल हे परंतिनी तांको भीतर जाहले भी जेनेटिक चेंजेस थाए डाइवर्सिटी देखा जाय
yes
हां
so even if twin brothers and sisters are not same remember
yes
this
sir their
sentence
fingerprint differs
yes little bit difference is there even if twin brothers and sisters are not alike so classification depends on one's interest and need for recognizing both the similarity and differences among different things सुभद्रा किछ कहबो की सुभद्रा बेहरा
नो सर
नहीं तो तुम अनम्यूट करके रखो जो साइड होची किछ कहला डिस्टर्ब होची तार पचारिबार नाही किछि अनम्यूट कर रुह कॉन्शियस नहीं नो सॉरी कॉन्शियस रुह सो मोर टिके भारी आई एम suffering from cold and cough but I am taking your class so please cooperate me so in this universe no two things are similar exactly similar everything is different animals are classified in the way by the zoologist or by the fur industry or by the leather industry animal मान को एई भली लेदर इंडस्ट्री क्लासिफाई करती अलगा फर इंडस्ट्री क्लासिफाई करती अलगा एवं जूलॉजिस्ट माने ମଧ୍ୟ क्लासिफाई କରିଥାନ୍ତି କାହାକୁ animal ମାନଙ୍କୁ କାହିଁକି why the classification is different as per industry, as per leather industry, as per zoologist କିଏ କହିପାରିବ yes
सर ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ ରିକ୍ୱାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଅନୁସାରେ କ୍ଲାସିଫିକେସନ କରିଥାନ୍ତି।
very good nice ତାଙ୍କର requirement ଆଉ କଣ ହେଇପାରେ what any other
तो
yes
ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ତାଙ୍କ କ୍ୟାରେକ୍ଟରିଷ୍ଟିକ ହିସାବରେ ବି ଡିଷ୍ଟିଂଗୁଇଶ କରାଯାଇଥାଏ।
very good any other
One's interest and one's need for.
yes need interest requirements okay so generalization it is a statement expressing relationship between or among concepts variety of concepts सहित concept रो जो relationship that is generalization a generalization may be a rule law principle or any common statement or sentence ता होची जनरलाइजेशन समस्त हाथी कर गोटे लंबा थोड़ पहाड़ अछि ताले जनरलाइजेशन कोन हे गला हाथी माने थोड़ पहाड़टे थब समस्त बाघ मांस खाती ताले बाघटा कोन हे गला को प्राणी वेजिटेरियन ना नॉन वेजिटेरियन
नॉन वेजिटेरियन
नॉन वेजिटेरियन
हला दैट इज जनरलाइजेशन 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 4 minus 1 is equal to
3
3
okay so mathematical calculation is also same value this is generalization then laws what is laws who can say what is laws Newton's law of motion listen laws of motion Ohm's laws and Boyle's law belong to the latter class each of these laws makes assertions that relationship exists between two or more concepts each of the concept is tied either directly or indirectly or to observable phenomena लॉ पर आम देखा थ्योरी एंड एक्सप्लेनेशन थ्योरी कौन इनसाइटफुल लर्निंग थ्योरी भायस की थ्योरी ऑफ सोशल कंस्ट्रक्टिविज्म कॉग्निटिव थ्योरी ऑफ लर्निंग different theories are in also personality or in other part of educational psychology so explanation should be based on theoretical concept आमे एटा मन रखिबा जे theoretical concept ऊपर मध्ये experiment मध्ये बेस करी explanation बेस करी थाए that is very important अच्छा ए यूनिट 5 रे जार किछि डाउट अछि ते पचारा anybody who has any doubt in unit 5 कार किछि डाउट अछि कि यूनिट 5 रे yes नहीं चुपचाप रहउछ
सर ये स्लाइड 4 टा
हां देखौ स्लाइड 4 एटा ना एटा एटा ओ 4 टा हां 4 टा देखो हैव यू टेकन
5 टा सर 5 टा
हां
5 यस थ्योरीज सर 6 टा
6 टा एटा
आगे आगे 6 नहीं है आगे थैंक यू
okay so now unit 6 is with us ताले कार किछि डाउट नाही यूनिट 5 रे अच्छा हो unit 6 is about ancient Indian concept and nature of knowledge ancient Indian concept and nature of knowledge ancient Indian concept and nature of knowledge. लाइन सब था 2 मिनिट ब्रेक नबा मु टिके खाली पानी टे पी दे मो कफटा जमी जाई तो
संधि पुरुष प्रधान
okay let us start. So ancient Indian concept and nature of knowledge. This is about the orthodox and heterodox philosophical points of knowledge or views of knowledge. Orthodox and heterodox philosophical points of knowledge or views of knowledge. अर्थ कौन बुझ? What is orthodox and heterodox philosophy? Yes? Interact करो.
ऑर्थोडॉक्स मीन्स धार्मिक परंपरागत
Sir, Orthodox means believe in God.
Not only believe in God, but also the strict and rigid principles of life. Okay. There are 3 periods you may see in the slide: Vedic period, Upanishadic period, and post-Vedic period. These 3 periods are known as orthodox and heterodox philosophical time or period. In Indian philosophy, these 3 period is very important. So, according to orthodox views of knowledge, Nyaya school says in the 4th century BC with the Nyaya Sutra of Gautam. Gautam ऋषि हमें जानी चाहिए समझते. Nyaya Sutra of Gautam, according to the school, knowledge comes from perception, inference, comparison, verbal testimony. Do you get the point? Do you get the point? According to Nyaya school of philosophy, knowledge comes from perception, inference, comparison, and verbal testimony. Knowledge केमिति आसे? हम perception रू. How we perceive others, different situations. Inference रू आसे. Compare करिकी comparison रू आसे. A verbal testimony रू आसे. Verbal testimony अर्थ कौन? What is verbal testimony? Arpita? What is verbal testimony?
घिचार.
Oh, yes. Lukman.
Sir, discussion.
Verbal testimony, verbal discussion, verbal views, opinions. एगुड़ा सब आमे काना अतीत रे तले वैदिक पीरियड रे थिला सेतले कागज कलम खाता खतियान थिला की?
नहीं
ना
सर.
सर.
No, sir.
So only they listened and they spoke while they examined.
1-to-1 conversation होतला.
Yes, very good. So objects of learning are self body, self organ, sense objects, mind, and variety of activities. This is the orthodox view of knowledge as according to Nyaya school, founded by Gautam, Maharshi Gautam. Then Vaisika philosophy, and it is the oldest of the 6 orthodox school. जो 6टा orthodox school अछि एतुर सबटु oldest orthodox school होछि Vaisika philosophy, and this sutra is by who? अरे स्लाइड देखिए कौन. Slide is here before you. It is in the slide. The Vaisika philosophy school was founded by
Gautam's Navya Sutras.
Bhala.
Gautam.
By
Nyaya Sutra.
the Vaisika sutras by
Kannada.
The Kannada.
Kannada.
तो लाइन टा पढ़ुना हो तुम्हें आखो
We are written shortly.
Written shortly.
short before Gautama's Nyaya Sutra, the Vaisika Sutra was written by Kannada. The word Vishesh means particularity, and this philosophy emphasizes the significance of individuals, the importance of individual. This philosophy also recognizes 3 objects of experience, that is substance, quality, and activity. 3टा जिनस गोटे हूँ substance, quality, and activity. Not only three objects, there are three products of intellectual discrimination: generality, particularity, and combination. Like Nyaya school, this school also acknowledges perception, inference, comparison, and verbal testimony as the valid source of knowledge. Perception, inference, comparison, and verbal testimony, चारिटा way रे source of knowledge को आमे सेते बळे जानुथिले बा examine करुथिले. Then we can say about Mimamsa. The word Mimamsa literally means revered thought, and was originally applied to the interpretation of Vedic rituals. ଯେତେବେଳେ Vedic rituals ସବୁ ହଉଥିଲା ସେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ସବୁ meaning ଗୁଡାକ ବା ଏଇ ସବୁ କଥା interpret କରା ଯାଉଥିଲା, which commanded highest reverence. And Mimamsa Sutra was written by Jamini. ମନେ ରଖିବ ଏଗୁଡା ସବୁ Jamini had wrote Mimamsa Sutra about 4th century BC. Memory arises from the impression of a prior recognition and therefore cannot be treated as valid knowledge. So valid cognition must fulfill 4 conditions. ये जो valid cognition कथा हमें कहूचे ये तार 4टा conditions अछि. कौन से गुडा को? It must not arise from defective causes. It must be free from contradiction. It must be self-consistent and should not be set aside by subsequent knowledge. It is not apprehend an object which has not already been apprehended. Novelty is an essential feature of knowledge. ये जो novelty word हमें आलोचना करूचे, novelty is the essential feature of knowledge. What does it mean? के जने कहिला? Novelty is an essential feature of knowledge. What is this? आमे सदाबले गोटे शब्द कहूचे मन पकेला innovation, innovative activity, innovative TLM. Please explain what is innovative TLM. Anyone?
Something different.
Something new that is
खाली something different हे गले हे जीवो.
किछि नुआ
Something meaningful, sir. Something which is very meaningful and relevant.
Meaningful, own idea, relevant. आउ कोन आइ पारे?
creative.
हां,
समथिंग तो किछ गोटे नुआ भाबिबा, क्रिएटिव करिबा.
creative करिया नुआ भाबिबा. Okay. How we can make it new and creative? How? What are the process? What are the ways?
By using old experience and experiential knowledge.
निजर एक्सपीरियंस रो.
मोर एक्सपीरियंस मु लंडन जाइछि, मु पाइछि. मु आसी गोटे मफसल रे पंचम श्रेणी पिला को पाठ पढौछि. सेठी से मो लंडन एक्सपीरियंस कहले से पिला को कोन बेनिफिट दबो? It is it whether it is new and different, but is it innovative?
No, it is experience based, but it can be applicable on the basis of situation.
That should be situational.
No.
जोटी जो सिचुएशन में जोटा दरकार पड़िबो.
You see, experience based means experience related to my child, my children. सदाबले पिलार अनुभूति को आधार करी पिलार अनुभूति मूलक कार्यक्रम करिबा होची एक्सपीरियंशियल नॉलेज, एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग, not the experience of the teacher. शिक्षकर अनुभूति टाकु नै कि काम करिबा एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग नुहे. एक्सपीरियंशियल लर्निंग इज रिलेटेड टू children's experience, children's exposure, children's activity, and children's working culture. So here जो शब्दटी कुआ जायछि कोन, novelty is related to innovation, something new that should be interesting and motivational for the children. जदि आमे गोटे भावभंगी रे मध्य नुआ कर दउचे, पिला खुशी हेकि सेटा मन रखि दउची, दैट इज आल्सो इनोवेशन. Innovation is not a new concept. The same concept is there, but activity is something different which creates interest in the mind of the children and which lay reflection on the mind of the children. That is innovation. So memory is excluded from valid knowledge. It repeats the objects. So in addition to all these concepts, we can now think about heterodox schools of philosophy. This is heterodox. तमें जानी पारथियो slide देखिकरी. Whether slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Heterodox schools of new views of knowledge. One heterodox school is Jainism and Buddhism. Jainism and Buddhism are considered as heterodox school of philosophy. Why? They did not recognize the authority of Vedas as the orthodox system of philosophy. अरे वेद थिला गोटे ऑर्थोडॉक्स सिस्टम हम जो ब्राह्मणिक सिस्टम टा कोन गोटे ऑर्थोडॉक्स सिस्टम हमें जदि परंपरा लगी रही से जेते बड़ लोक हो जदि बाप माँ चली जाती से लंडा हेबे किंतु मोदी जी को माँ चली गले हमर माननीय प्रधानमंत्री से लंडा हेले
नहीं
नहीं
whether it is orthodox or heterodox. Heterodox, very good. जदि से लंडा है थांते ताको हमें ऑर्थोडॉक्स कहि थांते. What says in Veda, if you obey line by line, word by word, that is orthodox. If you go out of the concept of a Veda, that is heterodox. So in Jainism, classifies knowledge into immediate and mediate. Immediate and mediate. Immediate means aparaska, mediate means paroksa. Aparoksa, paroksa. Intermediate knowledge is further divided into abadhi, manadhipya, and keval. Mediate knowledge into mati and sruta. Mati and sruta. Knowledge may again be divided into two kinds, praman and knowledge and nyaya. Praman means knowledge and nyaya. Nyaya means a standpoint of thought from which we make a statement about a thing. That is, all truth is relative to our standpoint. All truth are related to our standpoint. There are 7 nyayas. Of these first 4 are called orthonaya. Second 3 are शब्दन्याय. अर्थन्याय शब्दन्याय ए दि भागरे न्याय विभक्त होइछि. फर्स्ट 4 इज अर्थन्याय, सेकंड 3 इज शब्दन्याय. ए गुडा सो फिलोसॉफिकल कांसेप्ट.
Excuse me, sir. Please, could you please the second point of the previous slide?
Second point.
Yes. Sir, that is avadhi and manha, pariya and kevala. These 3, could you please explain again? Second point, sir. Immediate knowledge.
Immediate knowledge. Knowledge may again be divided into 2 kinds. एगोटा तो knowledge.
No, sir. Immediate knowledge. Point
Sir,
number 3.
immediate knowledge.
Oh, immediate knowledge for divided into avadhi, manapariya, manah, pariya and keval. Avadhi, manapariya and keval. So, I कहूँ immediate and mediate. Immediate avadhi. Avadhi means what? You see what is avadhi? Time.
Samaya.
Time.
Period of time.
Yes. Manapariya. Manah pariya. Yes. Think anybody can supplement?
Up to the limit of interest.
limit of the interest and motivation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is your ability to do something. जनकर जो दक्षता से दक्षता डिपेंड करे जनकर इंटरेस्ट उपरे और मोटिवेशन उपरे यदि मोर एबे क्लास नवा को इंटरेस्ट न थांता मोटिवेट मु न होई थांती मते एते देह असुस्थ सत्य मु काहे तुम सहित मु दिनवा को होल डे कॉलेज रे काम करी के तुम पाठ पढौ थांती सो दिस इज माय ओन इंटरेस्ट एंड मोटिवेशन that develops our ability. It improves our mental condition. Another is cable. Who can say? Anyone?
No idea,
Yes.
sir.
Consciousness. Cable means consciousness. Consciousness. So consciousness of mind, awareness. That is cable. So this is immediate knowledge. So आमे timely आमर जो ability आधार रे आमे conscious हेई थाउ गोटे काम करिया पाई मन कर मु बसिची मते हठात मोर जण बंधु आसी कह आस जीवा मद पियो मु हठात कोन करबी ता से चल जीवी
No, sir.
काई की
No, sir.
why
ଆପଣ conscious ନା ଯେ ମୁଁ ମଦ
due
ପିଇବି
to my
ନାହିଁ।
consciousness due to my awareness so it is wine enjoying wine is injurious to not only health but also it is face to my profession because my profession is a novel profession. I am a senior teacher educator. I am guiding the prospective teachers as well as in service teachers. I am giving some inputs to the society, so that should not be accepted in our culture, in my society, in my culture, in my locality. So it is injurious to health first. Second, it is not socially accepted. This is my consciousness. हठात जने आसी कह भाई आस जीवा गोटे सेठी गोटे बढ़िया सभा हो सेठी ज्ञान चर्चा चली चल टे सुनी के आसीबा if time permits then I go because it is also novel job. If I attend I will learn something, I can get some new experience and exposure. So it will depend upon my time. मोर तो तुम क्लास नबार अछि मो क्लास रे शेड्यूल टा बंद कर देकी पळी जिवि की that is immediate knowledge. So immediate knowledge gives you the real thought and real feeling and real idea what to do and what should not be done. And how that depend upon your consciousness and your ability. यदि मु conscious नहीं मोर से ability नहीं तेणु मु कौन करिबी कौन करिबी मते हेलो
भूल पथ को पळेई जिवे
बेस अर्थात मोर से डिसीजन नबार क्षमता हरई बसिबी when I am not able to take right decision so automatically I will put my path in the wrong path or wrong way. जे मते आमे गोटे छोट पिला को चॉकलेट दे देले से कोन करूची गोटे छोट छुआ को चॉकलेट देले से हम जानि गला चॉकलेट आमे सब दिन देले आज देले काल देले पर दिन देले तापरे से हम पछरे गोडेबो चॉकलेट दिना खाया पे कारण डिसीजन नबार से कॉन्शियसनेस तार नाही किंतु आमे सेटा कोन गोटे एडोलसेंट पाखरे कर परिबा ना गोटे एडल्ट पाखरे कर परिबा बुझियला
नो
अडल्ट पाखरे
कर परिबा एडल्ट पाखरे चॉकलेट देकी भुलै नै दिबा मोइला आथले हला तेणु it immediate knowledge make us conscious. Next slide की जिबा any doubt? Hello?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Then concept and nature of knowledge. Concept and nature of knowledge. That is Jnana Yoga. Jnana Sutra of Patanjali is the oldest textbook of yoga school. Today, a common disease is everywhere. What is that disease? ये गोटे साधारण रोग आप समस्त कौन से रोगटा
डायबिटीज
वेरी गुड डायबिटीज सो नॉट टू बी ए डायबिटिक पेशेंट we should give focus on yoga. So now we people are following the yoga practice, yogasana, pranayam. And we know Patanjali, who is the oldest, who has written the oldest textbook of a yoga school, and it has 4 parts. First part is nature and aim of samadhi. Second part is means of attaining this end. Third is gives an account of the supernormal powers that can be attained through the yoga practices. Fourth is sets for the nature of liberation. There are 4 schools, 4 parts. First part, second part, third part, and fourth part. When we think about the theory of knowledge in a TK program alochana karuthile cognitive, affective, psychomotor. This theory of knowledge is known as Chitta. Chitta Bhumi means yoga propagates 5 levels of mental functions of Chitta Bhumi. जो 5 प्रकार मानसिक मेंटल फंक्शन कराए ताकू हमें चित्तभूमि बोली कहिथाउ. Yoga, who propagates? Yoga propagates 5 levels of mental functions, and those 5 levels of mental functions are known as चित्तभूमि. यदि हम चित्तभूमि पढ़ला हम एक कथा लिख दे परिबा. This is all about the unit 6. What we discussed, that is unit 6. How many units in this paper? How many units?
3 units, sir. Block 2.
No. How many units in this paper?
7.
17 units.
17 units. Very good. So we have already discussed 6 units. Now we are going to discuss this unit 7. Unit 7 is also related to medieval period. The concept and nature of knowledge in medieval period. Medieval period in India is known as Islamic period. Why medieval period is known as Islamic period? Why medieval period is known as Islamic period? किए कोई परिबो? अरे medieval period को हम Islamic period कहू भाई.
ସେ ମୋଗଲ ମାନେ ଶାସନ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ.
मुगल मान करथिले आउ के शासन करनांती? ओनली मुगल? मन पका हमें समस्त इतिहास पढ़िछ ना, मु भी पढ़िछि, तुम माने पढ़िछ. So the Mohammedan rulers, not only Mughal, all other dynasty, Mohammedan dynasty, we are also ruled over our country. आम देश को अनेक मुसलमान शासक शासन करथिले medieval period. Therefore, medieval period is known as Islamic period. And during Islamic period or medieval period, the knowledge was totally hijacked by Quran and concept of Quran. So Quran is the fundamental and noblest knowledge as per Islamic philosophy. Because जेमिति आम हिंदू मानकर धर्मग्रंथ होला गीता, मुसलमान मानकर धर्मग्रंथ कुरान, ख्रिस्टियन मानकर धर्मग्रंथ कौन?
ବାଇବେଲ.
Bible. So each and every religion has a sacred religious book. Each and every religion has a sacred religious book. So as Quran is the fundamental and noblest knowledge, and it was the holiest book of Islamic religion. So rulers of the Islamic belongs to Islamic. So the concept and principles of Quran was followed up in our society. Quran encourages and stimulates. Rukman Luha, Sila Naik, you mute yourself. Okay. Quran encourages and stimulates Muslims to explore the kind of knowledge by following rational and systematic process of observation, reflection, discovery. तीनटा कथा से कहउतिले सिस्टमैटिक प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन से रिचुअल्स हो फेस्टिवल्स हो डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज हो everything was observed in a process, systematic process. Reflection was also related to the observation and discovery was another part of systematic process. Muslim philosophers like Aristotle divided knowledge in the human mind into conceptions, apprehension of an object with no judgment and assent apprehension of an object with a judgment. The latter being, according to them, a mental relation of a correspondence between the concept and the object for which it stands came into existence. What were the sources and types of knowledge during Islamic period? The sources, important sources were logic and knowledge. It divides universal expressions into 5 types. What are those? One is genus. It refers to the common nature of all the species. जेते प्रकार जीव अछंती जो कॉमन नेचर टा को एटा एक्सप्लेन करूथिला कौन सब स्पीसीज नकर कॉमन नेचर कौन हु कैन से कॉमन नेचर ऑफ ऑल द स्पीसीज
जेमति कुकुरर भोकिया मनुष्यर कथा कहबार शक्ति भाबिबार शक्ति
आमे बरा कॉमन नेचर कथा कहउचे हैं
सर डाइजेशन रेस्पिरेशन
समस्त को भोक लागेगा
yes very good hunger thirst another is
sleep
rest sex feelings
breath
ए गुडा सब आउ ताको मध्ये हम डिवाइड करि परिबा one is response. Suppose there is a pet dog, any pet animal in our house. So as the response to us, can they respond to the neighbors? Yes?
no sir
That is also common nature. Then species. What is species? Common nature of all the individuals. Here species refers to the common nature of all the individuals. प्रथम हेला common nature of all the species. Second is refers to common nature of all the individuals. समस्त मनुष्यंकर common nature. Difference. It refers to the differentiates between members of the genus. Property. And we know what is property. Common accident refers to the quality that attracts the more than one universal. This is related to logic and knowledge under source and types of knowledge. When we think about types of knowledge, there is a philosophical knowledge, man's interaction with and experience of the physical reality existing in the surrounding. Prophetic knowledge, not based on apparent sensory experience, direct revelation, illumination by God. This knowledge may be also be called as divine knowledge. आपको हमें divine knowledge बोली भी कही था. So under theory of knowledge in Islam, 4 Islamic schools were there. Gote hela Hanific school, one is Hanific school, Safai school, Malik school, Hamalite school. So under Islamic knowledge, common features of Islamic knowledge we may discuss. Domination by Islamic philosophy of knowledge, influence of Greek philosophers, 2 basic sources of knowledge, the Quran and the tradition of the Prophet or Sunnah, 2 parts like practical and the theoretical intellect lays more emphasis on knowledge. So these are the common features of Islamic knowledge. Under socio-cultural impact of Islamic knowledge on contemporary and present system of Indian education, we may think knowledge originates and ends in the infinite reality of a God who is the absolute knower. अरे जो ज्ञान आमे पाउचे ज्ञान आमे आहरण करूचे एगुडा का एब्सोल्युटली पावर ऑफ हुम ए ज्ञान रो मुख्य सोर्स कौन आधार कौन
Divine, to get the divine.
God. Knowledge is an aspect of diversity. Knowledge is nothing, it is also an aspect of diversity. It important acts of divine worship. Knowledge continuously explore, discover, conduct valuable researches, various science and enrich human civilizations. Proper and sincere application of knowledge is one's personal and collective life, which forms the foundation of human excellence in Islam. The concept of knowledge is an integrated one, whether it is found in the Quran, Sunnah, in nature, history, or in the inner experiences of man. So, in this context, we may think about another few responses like at the same time, different inner experiences of man, history, and natural provides avenue for a new interpretation of the things. Concept of life, long, never-ending, comprehensive process of education, that is lifelong learning. Knowledge should not be regarded as the end of itself. Rather, it is the means to achieve something higher and more sublime. So, this is all about the medieval period of knowledge system or education. That is the period of Islam's, Muslims, rulers who are there. So, with this, we have already completed Unit 7. So, dear learners, you think if anybody